Hey guys, I want to take a second and thank Comfort Pro. Since 2001, Comfort Pro has been helping customers stay comfortable where they live, work, and play. They have 24/7 emergency service and a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. If you need help with your heating and air conditioning or indoor air quality, call Comfort Pro at 484-917-1803. Mention the show and receive a free humidifier with the installation of a complete system.
From real estate
Affects the market as a whole, which then sometimes will affect the tenant.
Right. It'll come in.
to real life.
We all learn in different ways. If you think about it, Wayne Dyer might not attract everybody.
And everything in between.
Mission was really to help people just to reach their full potential.
The Brad Weisman Show. And now, your host, Brad Weisman.
All right, we're back Thursday, 7 p.m., like we always are. We are back, and we're going to talk about real estate today because it is the week that Pete Heim is in the studio with us. Pete, how you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Doing great.
I'm still hearing voices in my head.
You're still hearing voices from the intro.
Yeah, I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah.
I'll get used to it.
Yeah, that's why you're a little old. So
Yeah, I
you're
am.
probably a little scared.
Yeah. When I hear that, I go, "Oh my God, this is
At
it."
your age, when you hear voices in your head, it's starting to get to the end. Yeah, it's going to be at the end. We'll take you out into a field like a horse. like a broken leg on a horse.
Off,
yeah, exactly.
It's all right.
It's all right. It's okay. We'll find somebody else to fill your
I
shoes.
can think of a better place to die, like right here
in a field,
right on
No,
your, right
here,
on your
right in the-
podcast.
Jeez.
That would be dramatic.
I'll tell you what, Hugo would help the ratings.
That's right.
I think it would go viral. So real estate is still going. We're still here.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot different than it was last month. We're just kind of chugging along. It's kind of
We are. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I think our inventory is still extremely low.
Right.
But this is also in this area, we're definitely lower than anybody else.
Yeah, we are. Oh yeah. Talk around. I mean, even the surrounding counties and stuff. Some of them are a little higher now than us.
We
but
don't have the new construction. I mean, that's plain and simple.
That's it. Well, my mother-in-law sent me an article. I should have probably read the whole article. I'm a headline reader.
Yeah.
I think it was we're 1.3 million units short as a nation. Does that sound right?
That sounds.
Or was it only 1.3 million and the normal is 4 million or something?
It's more than 1.3 million. It's more than that.
I think that was what it was. Only 1.3 built. We should have 4.4 as a nation. I think that's what it was.
That's probably what it was.
And so that's what is that? That's 2 something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
2.7.
It's a lot, and I think a lot of that's weighted towards our area because if you look at we'll just go into this right away. If you look at the areas that are doing well. As far as appreciation, even this is as of December 24, December of 24, they're showing here that the Mid-Atlantic is one of the best performers of all the areas, the regions in the United States.
That's us.
As far as, exactly. Basically, is what it's saying is like what it is. If you look at this little chart here, it just kind of shows that, South Atlantic is 0.3%, Mid-Atlantic, which would be us, is up 0.8%. New England. States are up 0.5%. These values are up. East, South, Central, East, North, Central. So all the East side is up.
That's us.
And then you look at West, North, Central, West, South. They're down.
They're down. Yeah.
Look at Mountain.
Wow.
1.4% increase.
Now give me that region. Where's Mountain? Is that
I would think
Appalachian?
that's like Colorado, Utah. That area.
Oh, okay,
I would think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Pacific was
because marijuana is legal. That's probably why.
Yeah, everything's going higher. Even the people.
You stole my joke.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna say. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you're not gonna get good jokes here. They're gonna always be dad jokes.
Always dad jokes.
Yes. So that's what's going on. So it just shows you that the reason that the prices are still going up on the East Coast or in our region here is because lack of inventory.
That's it.
Yeah, we just don't have the inventory.
No.
Which is kind of annoying, right?
It is annoying.
Yeah.
I did do a demand index thing, which you can talk about when we're through this pricing stuff. But yeah, it's really good to see that our region's really attractive and people are wanting it.
But within our local area here, we're also seeing, even though there's only 320 homes in the market right now, we're also seeing price reductions.
We are.
And that is really wild. But they're selling them.
They are. I have stats on that today. Thank you. Thank you very much for even
well, then go ahead.
up,
I kind of brought it up.
This wasn't actually even, folks, I just want you to know, we did not talk about this ahead of time.
No, we did not.
This is something that it's like on our minds.
Yep. Always.
All the time. And we have this,
We're weird. We're a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but now that Brad's a broker, we're both brokers now, so I guess.
That's right. I did pass my brokers yesterday.
It took 30 years, but you're good.
30 years it took me. Hugo, you want to talk about a slow learner. Jesus mighty.
So what are you able to do now?
Nothing. Actually, I can give more advice, I guess, as an associate broker.
You can own your own company.
I can own my own company, which I already do.
Okay.
It doesn't do much.
It doesn't do too much.
No. I can sign escrow checks.
You can.
Yes, I can sign an escrow check. Oh, good. Which is good, which doesn't really mean much to you. He's like, so what?
Well, we were joking that most brokers are broker than normal.
Yeah, they're broker than realtors.
There you go. That's what it is.
Exactly it. No,
there's a lot of other things that you must attend to.
It was more of a personal thing of just doing it.
Right, sure. Yeah.
Because I've had so many times where people are like, you don't have your brokers. You don't have your brokers.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for 30 years. You don't have your brokers yet. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear that anymore. So you know how you get rid of that conversation? You get your brokers.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So you didn't have a dad making you do it.
No, I did not.
I did back in my early career.
Yeah. No, not at all. So what numbers you got there?
The price cuts. We're talking about price cuts coming back to normal.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
This is just the Februaries. This is to give you a brief snapshot. February of 2017, there were 268,000. This is national, by the way. 268,584 price cuts. Meaning when a listing, they dropped the price a little bit. 19, it was 285. That was the highest. Wow. 285,000 and change. In 2022, 64,958. Is that a crazy?
That is crazy. And that's nationwide.
Nationwide. So in this February, we're at 262,330, which is getting back up to that normal pre-COVID.
Well, it's unreasonable sellers.
It is unreasonable sellers. So that the point is you can still overprice your home.
Absolutely.
And the dangers of that are it could backfire. Buyers might not even bother.
Yep.
Right? They could sit longer on the market, which we're going to talk about in a minute, might wind up getting less for the house.
Absolutely.
Okay, those are the things. So the median percentage of asking price to sold price nationally, the first 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of a listing, you're still getting 100%.
Okay, so that means it's priced right.
It's priced right.
Yeah, it's priced right.
Well, but there could be some people getting 110%.
So what you're saying is basically, so we can break this down a little bit, is what you're saying is that you're looking at list price.
Yep.
And you're saying that the ones that are 100% of list price, that means they're getting full price.
Full price within the first 4 weeks.
It happens within the first 4 weeks.
Yep. So first week, second, third, all the first 4 weeks.
So after 30 days, what happens?
So 5 to 8 weeks, it drops to 98.
Isn't that something?
Isn't that
pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, we always used to say your biggest action is in the first 3 to 4 weeks.
Dude, it's been like that since we got in the business.
Ever since
it's always been that.
Cooling.
Yes.
Yeah. And then 9 to 16 weeks, it's 96%.
Interesting.
And then 17 plus, it's 94%. There's your case where you're going to get less.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Well, what happens
and this is a median number, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a median percentage. And remember,
gotcha,
I don't like median.
Neither do I.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you take the high and the low away, and then you got the guy in the middle.
Yep.
That's like that whole dime example we do. But but that's what the stat we got.
Sure.
So it's pretty encouraging. And I looked up locally because that was national. And God bless Michelle. I walked out without picking it up, and she took a quick snap for me. I went back a year.
Okay.
And in March of 24, list median was 259.9, sold median was 255.
Okay.
And then it goes 280 to 254 in February. That's why that February number was off, right? Because that's a big price reduction month.
Yeah.
It just naturally
because of the winter.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. In March of this year, so far, list is 275, sold is 275.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
259,950 last month, 260.
Yeah, I mean,
$50 more.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So and then the month before that, 279,950, 280.
Yeah.
We're hovering around 100% right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that basically means if you price your property properly, using an agent who knows what they're doing and not Zillow, I'm going to say it again, you will get 100% of what you're asking.
Or more.
Within the first 4 weeks of the listing. But you've got to do it properly up front.
Yeah,
do it
you
up
just,
front.
yeah. I mean, and it's not rocket science. Just go by whatever the values have been that are sold.
Yeah.
Just hang around that price and you should be fine.
That's it.
Or even if you go a little lower, sometimes you're even better off because then you get multiple offers, So we're not having any problems with that. But what's happening is, though, people are overpricing. And what I found, too, another thing that I've really noticed showing houses to buyers right now and losing offers and those kind of things, the quality of the homes are just not as they're wanting. That's the thing, too. It's not that there's so much that they're wanting, not so much that they're overpricing the property. They're pricing them right, but their condition is under where it needs to be for that price.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I'm finding too, because some of these houses are just the condition. And you sit there and you go, well, how are these people showing this home like this?
Yeah.
And then it's amazing. Within a week, it's off the market then. Mm-hmm. And it ticks you off. What are you smiling at, laughing over there?
No, I it's just.
It wasn't, look, there was dog poop in the house or anything, but the houses are just not that great. I mean, they need painting and they need all that stuff.
Well, price, condition, location, all three have to match, right?
Yep.
And so that price and condition don't seem to be meaning much right now. And, and you're right.
Yeah.
It might take a little longer.
Yep.
But you're going to get it. You're going to get it. And you might even get it really close to full, too.
Which is, and I think you will. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I'm hearing a lot again about this, and we've beat this to death, I think, over the past year. I know Hugo's going to be like, oh, they're bringing that up again. But no, I am seeing this again on social media of people just going into this panic mode.
Oh.
Of the sky is falling, that, oh my gosh, with the rates where they've been, this country's going to have it worse than 2008. We're going to see foreclosures all over the place. You just wait and see. And they're scaring people from buying or selling more so than anything. And they just don't. They're just not getting it. It is not. We are not in that situation.
No.
And I even go back and I end up arguing, not arguing since I argue. I go back and respond with facts and figures and an opinion of what I think it's going to be. And, I just think people just feel they're getting this bad information.
They're confusing the financial crisis that we went through in 2008, which was attached to real estate, to an inventory crisis that we have right now. And they're completely two different crises.
Yeah. Well, the problem before was it was attached to mortgage.
That's right. Financing.
It was attached to financing.
Attached to real estate.
100, to real estate.
100%.
Yep.
Yep. It was that loan them 103% of the value.
Yep.
That started in 1998. I'll never forget my dad. My dad, who's been an expert in, it passed in Congress in 98. My dad was just starting to retire. And he says, give it 10 years, it's going to crash. And it did.
It did, 2008.
He called it. And it crashed in 10 years later.
Maybe we should have him in here for
you
this
probably
podcast.
Should. Hey, he's still sharp.
He sounds like he knows a hell of a lot more than you do.
Well,
Jesus.
you don't know where I get my information from.
From your dad. Is that all your dad's information?
And then Chris gets it from me.
Well, I get mine from the 8 Ball, so it can't be any better.
It's a red one, too.
And it's a red one.
Yeah,
that means sharp. Well, those are the ones that are right.
That's right.
Those are good ones. Yeah, the black ones, the red one is the one that gives you the most accurate information.
The best information.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my God. But so interestingly enough, this is what we want to, I want to bring this up again.
Yeah.
Is that through the last 6 recessions, okay, people also confuse recession with depreciation of home value.
That's right.
Okay. That is not always the case. In fact, out of the last 6 recessions, only 2 of them, one was 2008, that was an anomaly, saw a lowering of values of homes. So recession 1980, prices of houses went up 6.1%.
Yeah.
1981, 3.5%. 1991, another recession, only went down 1.9%.
Yeah.
2001, small recession, went up 6.6% values. Now this is the one that is the anomaly here. 2008, recession, whatever, we lost almost 20% in value.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It took like 3 years to get out of it.
And then 2020, we had a small recession again because of COVID, and values went up 6% that year.
Yeah.
So just because if we would go into a recession, that does not automatically mean we're going to lose value.
Right.
And even if we do lose 1 or 2%, I think it's okay.
Right.
We've gained how much?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. It's amazing.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah, I just like to show because I think what happens is people hear recession,
Yeah.
and it doesn't always mean that that's going to be a bad thing. I mean, we've been in recessions and people don't even know it.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like once you know it, you're already through it.
Yep, that's it.
It's what is it? 2 quarters of negative GDP.
GDP, yeah.
Yeah, which it doesn't mean a lot.
It doesn't mean much.
It doesn't mean much.
It really hasn't affected us.
No, it really hasn't. In real estate, it doesn't really affect us.
It's not like we're a short point.
We created, though, in 2008, we created the recession.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yes,
that's
we did.
what's so funny about that.
Congress did.
We created that.
Yep, they were hell bent on making sure everyone was going to buy a house. Home.
Yep.
I remember even the speeches.
Oh yeah,
we're going to make sure everyone's going to own a house. That's not the way to do it.
No, you can't do it.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah, you got to qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be merit based like everything else.
And remember those?
Yeah.
Those, hey, we'll give you a loan. Don't worry about giving me any information.
I totally remember that.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So what else you got?
Hey, well, I did a home demand index evaluation of our region.
Okay.
Unfortunately, a trend doesn't, or I keep calling it
right.
trend.
I know what you meant. Right. Yeah.
Doesn't do Burke County on this type of.
They do region.
They do region on this type of, and home demand is important because I think as we come into the season, it's going up. And sure enough, even though right now in the Philly region, which we are, it's 71. Now, the higher it goes towards 100, the better.
The more demand there is.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. So 71 is considered slow.
Okay.
However, last month it was 65.
So it's better.
We're at 71.
It's good.
It's increasing. The prior year, this time, was 77. Okay. I attribute that to what we just spoke about, the interest rate lock freeze.
Yep.
It's still taking effect on us in a low inventory.
Yep.
But the category, single family 0 to 350, it's up. It's at 69, up from 65 from last year this time. A 350 to 765, right? It's at 58, which is up from 55.
Good.
765 plus is up from 41 to 51.
That demand is up. There's up higher. That's amazing.
That statistic is the highest.
So the higher price range is up. Yep. The demand is up higher.
The luxury market is higher in this region.
We are in the Philly region now.
It's the Philly region.
So 700 is not a lot.
It's not. Condos. Actually, no, I lied. Condos is 95.
Wow.
It was up. Now, you remember, if you get into the hundreds, it's
affordable. Yeah.
But this is the $0 to $412,000 condo market.
Right.
Is up 95 from 85. And the 412 plus condo market is 119 up from 99.
Wow.
So people are moving. Wow. Look at that. They're looking at condos.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the
things. For a lot of different reasons, right?
Hey, if you want to buy in this market and you're having a hard time and you keep losing offers at 250 or 300, consider lowering your standards to a 250 home and offer a little bit more and be a stronger buyer in a lower price range.
Exactly.
If you're tapped out at 300, you're not going to look as good to the seller. Yeah. But if you're at 250, if you start looking at 250 and you're approved at 300 and you have a little bit more money there and things like that, you're going to look better to the seller. So and here's the thing. You're getting into the market then.
Sure.
Start there.
Yeah.
And then 4 years from now, go buy the house that has everything you want.
Yeah.
You know?
And rent it maybe or sell it.
Exactly.
Townhouse twins, all semis and townhouses, all prices up from 78 to 84.
Yeah. So the demand is definitely going up.
All these are up, by the way.
All of them are up.
All of them are up.
That's good.
Okay. So we're coming into a seasonal trend, I think, and the demand's up. So people are getting used to the 6 point.
Well, that goes right into mine.
Whatever you got.
Rates are declining faster than expected.
Yeah, and we didn't rehearse this, folks.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. I swear to God, we didn't.
We probably should. The show would be a hell of a lot better.
We always
if we
talk
did.
about how I'm always late and all that. But yeah, right. It'd probably do a lot
better. The show
better.
would be actually really good. We actually might get somebody to watch it.
Yeah, maybe.
Besides my mom.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But no, what's the interest rate?
Rates are declining faster than they expected. So basically, what it says here is, we're at like 6.53.
I'm looking.
I'm sorry. So right now it's at 6.7. Okay. They're saying quarter one forecast for 2025, which is now a 6.97. The forecast for quarter two is 6.87, 6.68 for quarter three, and 6.53 for quarter four.
6.63 right now. On
the rates are actually they're dropping faster than what they thought.
Down.
And that also has to be, I think, also because inflation is getting in check.
It is. Yeah.
Inflation's getting in
has
check.
a lot to do with it. Yep.
And, I think the banks are probably not lending as much money as they'd like to.
Exactly.
They got to lend money, right?
Yep.
If they don't lend money, they don't make money.
Yep.
That it's got to be something going on.
Yep.
So that was interesting too, to see that. And really, if we get down the low sixes, people should be jumping on that.
I think they will.
They should be jumping on that. And that's where I think sellers hopefully will start to, put a sign in the yard and move and do what they need to do.
There's a lot of people that I'm sure you are too, consulting about selling the big house, get the pull the equity, get the downsized house.
Absolutely.
And, they're just going to be so much better positioned to take that lower mortgage at a higher rate.
Absolutely.
And probably not change their payment at all, or maybe even lower.
Yeah.
It's really all about the payment.
Yeah, really.
Right,
That's what
anyway.
it's about. And even if you have to, like I said before, even if you do have to pay $200 a month more, but if you're living where you want to be in the conditions that you maybe need, maybe it's first floor, all first floor living.
Yeah.
If you have to pay $200 more for that, then you got to pay $200 more. I mean, there's not much you can do about that.
That's right.
So yeah, there were some numbers too about how the millennials and baby boomers, like right now it's like almost matched. It's 70 some million and 70 some million.
Yeah, right.
And they said that the baby boomers, most of them own their homes.
That's right.
Without any mortgage.
Right. Free and clear.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. So what's going to happen is you're going to have the millennials buying the baby boomers' homes. At some point. But they got to move.
Yep.
So we're just going to have to tell baby boomers, you need to just put a sign in the front yard.
Let's just go.
This is enough of this crap,
Yeah,
okay? We're done with it. You're getting older. Get your house up for sale. Is that a problem to talk like that? No, I don't think so.
I don't think
come
so.
on.
I don't think so.
Yeah, of course, my dad will be like, that was offensive. That was offensive.
I love it.
Oh, my goodness. So, anything else you have to talk
That's
about?
all I
Hugo,
got,
any
man.
questions or
Yeah,
comments?
come on, man.
No.
You're good?
No, I'm good. Yes.
All right. That
It's very
sounds good.
informative.
We were good.
Yes.
We were good today, right?
I just want to say congratulations for your broker.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
man.
you, bud. I appreciate that. I
Good
appreciate
job.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's took a while, but I finally did it.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a
It's
good
awesome.
club.
I don't feel any different.
We could do so lot too.
What's
It's
that?
an opportunity to pay more dues.
Yeah, it's
we'll
great.
give you-
It's
we'll
great.
give you a sticker.
Just what I need, a sticker. Yeah, okay. All right. That's it for this month for Pete. He's out of here. And but thanks for checking in again. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Once a month we do Pete just to talk about some real estate. Check out the show every Thursday. We got some great guests coming up. Lots of good people writing books, people that are motivational speakers, all that kind of stuff. Check it out. All right. That's about it. We'll see you next Thursday, 7 p.m. Are your kitchen and bathroom way overdue for a remodel? Well, I got the guy for you. Call John Sellers at First Response Contracting, 484-256-7136. Both residential and commercial services, and he's licensed and insured. Call him at 484-256-7136. First Response Contracting.